Hello there. Today I want to talk about the Jedi Council. I am going to throw some shade, I am going to throw some slander your way, but I'm going to talk about one member of the Jedi Council in particular, the one that I hate the most with all of the passion of a fiery sun. His name is Ki-Adi-Mundi. So let's fucking get into it. Throughout the entirety of the Jedi Order, there have been some hashtag certified douchebags that do not deserve to grace this wonderful universe that we have. So many, in fact, that there are a lot to count. But specifically referring to Jedi, there are several individuals like Pong Krell, Barriss Offee, Luminara herself, Siri Tachi. Fuck you, Siri Tachi. But today I want to talk about one Jedi in particular, one that is so hated that he is only known for one good thing, and that's about it. I introduce you to Ki-Adi-Mundi. Now, there's only one good thing that Ki-Adi-Mundi is known for, and it's this meme.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
That's it. That's literally it. That's the only good thing that this guy is known for. So, who exactly is Ki-Adi-Mundi? I will tell you, and trust me, it's not that great. Now, according to canon, not much is known about Ki-Adi-Mundi to begin with. A lot of the extra expanded universe stuff got cut, and he's only known for being a part of the 21st Nova Corps and being a part of CC 1993's battalion. You know, the one with the fucking flamethrowers, the Wardcron battalion.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, blue.
Anakin Skywalker would be so fucking proud. But to be completely fair, not a lot is known about Ki-Adi-Mundi in canon. I mean, he officiated a funeral, he went about his days, basically doing nothing but offering guidance and, you know, being an excellent Jedi Master to those who would seek his guidance, including doing his very best to calm Mace Windu after all of their friends basically got fucking slaughtered during the Battle of Geonosis. But whenever we get into Legends material, it gets so much fucking worse. So what specifically about Ki-Adi-Mundi makes him so, you know, controversial in Legends canon? Well, he was the master to Anakin Skywalker for a short time, including Damo Montalvo, who got his neck fucking snapped by Vader, Tar Sierra, who got his neck snapped by General Grievous, and Ashrad Het, who came from Tatooine as a Tusken Raider, was then forced to fight in a war, survived Order 66, went back to Tatooine, got his cheeks absolutely clapped by Obi-Wan Kenobi, got his mask stripped off, was exiled from Tatooine, was abducted by the Yuuzhan fucking Vong, tortured for several years before going to Korriban, learning everything about the Sith arts from different Sith ghosts, and also became a Sith Lord named Darth Krayt, which also introduced us to Darth Talon. So personally, I commend Ki-Adi-Mundi. If we didn't have Ki-Adi-Mundi, we wouldn't have Darth Talon. I rest my fucking case. Okay, so before I go on this next tangent, I want you to know something. Attachments are supposed to be forbidden in the Jedi Order. That is true. So, here's the deal, right? Back in the day, the Jedi Order and the Jedi Code was a thing, right? So, you know, the whole thing, fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering, and also attachment would also lead to fear, because fear of losing your loved one, because attachment is a connection to the dark side, which is, you know, absolutely fucking stupid. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, the Cerelians, the race of aliens that Ki-Adi-Mundi comes from, have a societal custom that allows them to practice polyamory. So yeah, apparently, polyamory is a thing in the Star Wars universe. I don't know why I didn't think of that. And this comic was written back in 1998, before The Phantom Menace came out. So you're trying to tell me that polyamory was in a Star Wars comic in 1998, 20 years before it became cool, or at least 25 years. Holy fucking shit. That is fantastic. So through this polyamory, he was allowed to marry 5 individual women and have 7 fucking kids. Also, I feel like I should mention this, by the way. Only 2 of his 5 wives actually appear in the comics, and only 1 of his kids appears in the comics on top of that. His only 2 wives who appear in the comics are Shay, his Bond wife, and Mawin, his 4th wife, along with Sylvan, his daughter. So basically, out of the situation where 12 individuals should be present in his family, only 3 of them actually show up at any given time in this entire comic book series. 3 of his wives aren't even named, and the other 6 children aren't named either. And the reason for this very individual exception for Ki-Adi-Mundi was simply because of this one reason. The birth rate for males on his home planet is 1 in 5. There are barely any males back on his home planet, so the Jedi Council said,
Fuck it, we will. Become polyamorous, you will become. Marry 5 wives. Skywalker, learn from this, you will.
because apparently the Conehead motherfucker gets to marry 5 individual women, but Anakin Skywalker can't marry Padme Amidala. Who the fuck wrote this? Oh, and I just want to point out, during the Clone Wars, every single person in that family was exterminated. I shit you not. It says so right here. The Battle of Syria. Casualties, 1 million civilians, Mundi family, except Ki-Adi-Mundi. This guy's entire family was glassed out of existence. And do you know what his response was? His response went like this. There may have been nobody to recover. That was the case when my family was killed during the Battle of Syria. I also found it difficult to accept, but I had to if I was going to stay true to our beliefs. So this motherfucker, when all 5 of his wives and all 7 of his children were brutally murdered during a battle on his home planet, his response was basically, LOL, shit happens. So basically, this is the rundown of the situation. The same guy that allows clone troopers to casually commit war crimes and exterminate sentient species with flamethrowers. The guy who was personally responsible for the tutoring of Darth Krayt, and who was also partially responsible for the tutoring of another Sith Lord by the name of Darth Vader. The guy who had an entire comic line dedicated to his time on his home planet, who then usurped all Jedi rules so he could be able to marry 5 women and have 7 kids, and who on top of that didn't give a solitary fuck when all of his fucking family died. Just that, yeah. I'm honestly glad that the Nova Corps shot him down. I'm glad they did it, and I would happily watch them do it again. In fact, let's watch it right now. Rest in peace, you 2-brain having sumbitch.